Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zakabane101, and welcome back to another episode of Star Ocean Integrity and Faithlessness. In the last episode, we just took out the bandit leader that has been trying to take us on over and over again. He had some sort of weapon that was from a spaceship or some sort of futuristic land, or we're in the world of just sword usage and all that stuff. So very odd that that was happening. And now we're heading back to town. The report of our victory, and hopefully we'll not get any more surprises on the way back. But you never know. There's bandits all the time, right? Although I'm pretty sure we pretty much scared them all off thanks to that one fight. So we just gotta go back through the cave here, all the way back home. Now let's take a look at our resources and glossary and make sure that we didn't really miss too much. Hey, there we go. Eidolon's leader. He was 40 years old almost. 6'6", he was a pretty massive guy, 265 pounds of muscle. His name is still not known, but that may be fitting for someone who I cannot speak. Fitting for someone who heads a group of bandits that are more horrors than humans. As anyone would imagine, he rules this feral group of depraved villains by striking fear into their hearts, but he can also be as persuasive as some of the best sophists. I don't even know. He also carries a weapon that has an origin of as mysterious as the way in which it looks. Yes, it looks like a gun, right? But to these people, they don't know what that is. Also, to me, I don't know how to read, but that's perfectly fine. One day I will learn the powers of reading. Every now and again, man, I go full on unable to read things. Got some sacks of flour. Man, if this was Witcher 3, we could loot all this stuff. Also, is that a... Nope, that's not a chest. Looked like a chest for a second, but nope. 'Twas not a chest. Which makes me sad. I wish there was more loot. So now we've made our way out of the bandit camp. We just have to find our way back out, which thankfully our trusty map should help us with that. It's just kind of a straight line all the way down, huh? So let's just do that. Now what we could do, we could go around, I think, and fight some monsters that might still be in the area, if there are still monsters in the area. Some games like to focus on story when certain things like this happen, like certain big events. So I can see there being no bad guys for now, but that's not true. There we go. We got some bats over here. Get that preemptive strike going on. I'm wondering if it's easier to get a preemptive strike if you just hold down square and have your allies run into the fight. Not quite sure how that would work. Really all I'm trying to do here is build up my reserve rush on the right, because that's a very useful thing to have. Extra XP is always great. Extra money is always great. Of course, if we could figure out how to upgrade our skill points, that would be even better. But I've yet to learn how to do any of the green stuff. Sciaturgy might actually do something there, though. If maybe it's related specifically to like my character that I'm controlling. So maybe Sciaturgy will increase my SP. If you ever get a chance, we're going to try it out with Miki or something and use Firebolt or healing or whatever. I think I might look up a guide on it at some point, too, because that's something that I think would be very important. Uh-oh. It may even be in the glossary. In fact, let's check the glossary after this fight here. Or even, let's switch characters, and let's go to... Let's start as Miki. Let's just cast some magics. That thing's already dead. I didn't really see it increase, but maybe that's because I didn't activate the ability. I'm not quite sure. Let's pop on this save point here. And we'll save over the most recent save. Very nice. Looking good. So let's go ahead into our items, and let's use a blackberry. Just one is all we need. Luckily, these are pretty cheap to buy back in the future, so that's great for us. But yeah, I want to go to Learn Rolls, and let's get our Ace upgraded. So for a measly price of 430, which I think that went up, didn't it? It feels like that went up in price, but maybe not. Anywho, we got Ace to level 3, and it just means our fill reserve gauge by plus 3 units, so yeah, hopefully if we keep leveling up Ace, he'll be able to get that bar up on the side much, much faster. It is very important to me because I want to get more XP.
Sthal! Miki! You're both okay! You had me worried sick. I kept thinking over and over and over again, I should never have stayed behind. I'm just glad you're alive. So, what happened with Eidolon?
Calm down, Ted. It's the best news. Everything's been taken care of. The village is safe.
It is? Yeehaw! I knew you could do it. Now we don't have to worry for our lives anymore. Hear ye, hear ye! The forces of evil have been defeated! He shall reign over the land forever and ever!
On behalf of this humble village, I am eternally grateful for all you Rasulian officers have done. Thanks to your efforts, we have avoided annihilation. How could we ever repay your generosity?
No such gestures are needed. We simply performed our duty to eliminate the threat to this village.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. That little girl, she regained consciousness.
What? She did?
She's still at Fidel's, so go see her.
Alright, makes sense. Let's go there. So everyone that was currently in our party is now left. And everyone's going to praise, of course, the King's Guard, or whatever they're called. The Knight's Guard. Those jerks, what about me, man? I helped too.
You're finally awake. Thank goodness. You had us very worried.
Don't you remember? Ever since you came to this place 2 days ago, you've been sleeping like a log.
Huh?
Anyway, this is my house. So, you haven't heard of Sthal?
Well, what about where you're from? Do you remember that? Or what your name is? Relia. So we know her name's Relia. Sadly, we've got absolutely no other leads. What are we to do?
Talk about a bind. Maybe you remember this. When we fought those bad guys on that mountain path, something made them freeze in place. That was you, wasn't it? Oh, I'm not angry at you or anything. Actually, we're only here thanks to that power. If that happened to be your doing, I figure I should thank you for it. So, thanks.
To be separated from your parents, and at such a young age. How terribly sad.
Her parents, huh?
Yeesh. If only we had some sort of lead to go on.
What about her signet?
On her forehead? Maybe. But I've never seen one like it in my life.
If we ask Fiore, though, she might be able to tell us something.
Oh, that's right. Since she researches signaturgy over in Langdock, she probably could. But how are we going to meet her?
Let me ask Victor about that. He might be able to help. Listen, I'll be right back.
Alright, now Miki has left our party. We can save again, but I'm going to not do that for now. Let's go talk to maybe Victor. Hopefully he still hasn't left town just yet. Everyone's just kind of living the peaceful life now, it seems. There he is.
Seeing us off?
You're leaving already?
We are in the middle of a war. We must return to it as soon as possible.
I'd like to ask you a small favor. Could you maybe take me and one more person to the capital?
The capital?
I need you to get me an audience with Fiore.
With Lady Brunelli? Why is that?
A girl with us has lost her memory. She has an extremely unique type of signet, so I thought Fiore could tell us something about it. I desperately want to reunite this girl with her parents. Please, we need your help.
I've no reason to refuse. And she should be in Central Rasulia now, so I assume it's possible to meet her.
Thanks so much. I owe you one.
We leave post-haste. I'll need to know the moment you're ready.
Of course, now we gotta go back and tell Miki and the little girl that we're good to go. And then we'll be able to head on out and meet this Fiore, who seems to be some sort of legendary dark magic Signaturge of some sort. I say dark magic, it's just because I'm a black mage in like every single Final Fantasy game ever. And of course, this is a Square Enix title, so it reminds me a lot of Final Fantasy.
We leave right away.
Really? Wait, as in now? I have to pack my things.
Huh?
I'm coming with you, obviously. I can't leave you to your own devices. Yep, it's time for a trip. With yours truly in tow. Changes of clothes, towels, rations. I'm good. Off we go.
So looks like now we have Miki and Relia. Ah, interesting. So Relia, she's on the right, just like Victor was. And if we go to her roles, or rather set roles, we'll see that she has nothing actually. So let's see if we can put something on her. Like Plant Slayer, there you go. She can slay all the plants. Like a true pro. Any battle skills that we can learn with anyone? Doesn't look like it. Which is unfortunate. Got our skills, specialties. I'm going to upgrade harvesting for now. Get that ready to go. Then we can upgrade again if we so choose. Yeah, your likelihood of success increases with each level. So the more we increase harvesting, the higher chance we'll have to loot more items and whatnot from harvest points, which is great for us. I don't think we have anything else other than just maybe a glossary on what's-her-face. Yeah, Relia, there we go. Relia literally drops into Fidel and Miki's lives after a mysterious incident on the Dakov footpath. She has no memory of what transpired before meeting the two Sthalians, shows little to no emotion, and has no clue about what is going on around her. Also, she has white hair, and any character that has white hair in a frickin' game that's Japanese is like the most important character in the entire game. It's so true. Actually, it doesn't even need to be a Japanese game. Just any game that has a character with, like, bright white hair and is still very young. It's very clear that character is going to be super important. Relia, this mysterious girl Fidel and Miki rescued on the Dakov footpath, is unlike any other personages you will encounter on your journey. For the reasons stated below, you cannot assume control of her, and she cannot equip weapons or use battle skills. Ooh, damn, okay. I guess she can only use Signaturgy because she's young. And she doesn't want to use, like, weapons and stuff, right? But she's able to use her powers of some sort. I'm surprised there's no event here. No, like, local event. Because usually, I think those always spawn in the same spot, and then everyone just kind of splits up and does their own thing. Unless we grab the rest of our party and then enter town immediately again. We can go try that. Yeah, we'll give that a shot when we go over here.
Hey, Fidel, what's this? You hitting the old dusty trail again?
Yeah. I'm going to the capital for a little bit.
Don't you think for a minute you can skip your training while we're gone?
There you are. I assume you're done here?
Aren't Gunter and Hana supposed to come with us?
They've gone on ahead. Is that?
There's no reason to be scared. I'm going with you to the capital.
Ready as well.
Videl, Miki, don't do anything I wouldn't do.
We won't. Look after Sthal for us.
You've got it.
We'll be back soon.
We'll be back soon.
So now that we are leaving the area, what we're going to do here is we're going to exit the area and come back and see if we can do a quick little whistle event. Whatever they call the... Oh, private action, that's the word. Yeah, private action. And private action has been in the game ever since probably the first game in the series. Although I haven't played the first game, so I will say at least the second game to my knowledge. And the way it would work in the second game is you would like walk up to a city in the open world map. And then you would just hit square. It would be called private action. You'd hit square, and that's how that would work. And there it is right there. Yep. I knew it. And now we can go around and talk to everyone if we so choose, which I will. And we have 2 private actions we can do, so let's go try and figure this out.
So, does Miki still hate frogs as much as ever?
Miki doesn't like frogs?
When she was still a little kid, she found a frog that was this big. She tried to catch it, but it jumped up and hit her smack dab in the face. It made a sound like splork and everything. Even though she pulled it off right away, the damage had been done. Miki kept saying, "Ah, it tried to eat me." From then on, she burst into tears whenever she heard frogs croak.
Why did you have to go and tell her something like that?
Because it's something that happened?
Oh, just shut up already.
Okay, and there's another private action that we can go do, and if we check our map, it'll show us where that is, and it's actually the opposite direction. Whoops. But yeah, apparently we're going to be able to get, like, choices and stuff that we can make as we do more private action, so I'm just going to try and do as many private actions as I can until we run into those choices. I don't know what they'll affect later on, but hopefully something cool.
Can I ask you something? If you had a child, and if that child said that he didn't like spinach, what would you do?
Is there something you're not telling us?
Purely hypothetical.
Oh, never mind. We are going to get our choices right now. Okay, so if you had a child and if your kid hates spinach, what would you tell him? I hate it too, so I don't care. I'd have to make him eat it. He'll grow out of it. I hate it too, so I don't care.
I hate to admit it.
I actually like spinach, though.
I don't like spinach either.
You too? Oh, what a relief. I thought I was the only grown man who can't eat it.
That's great. So he wasn't talking about some kid. He was actually talking about himself. Fantastic. Alright, looks like we picked the right choice then. Watch someone else be like, "Do you like spinach?" I'm like, "Yes, I love spinach." And then he just gets betrayed. Betrayed by our words. Poor guy. Oh, I just ran across that cat. That poor cat. I'm sorry, buddy. Alright, well, I could go to our weapon shop and everything and see if we can buy some new stuff, but for now, we're not going to do that. Even if we could get, like, better items or whatever, we'll get it in the next town. Just because I have to run all the way up and go grab it. Too much effort for me. So here we are on the Dakov footpath once more. I'm actually interested in reading a little bit more about the Dakov footpath, if possible, before we move on here. So let's take a look at locations and the Dakov footpath, rather. This mountain trail traverses the tops of the Dakov range, which runs through the south of Razulia. Considering how idyllic the lower half of the country is, those who make the trek up this path are sure to be blessed by verdant vistas all around. While it is normally the quickest route between Sthal and central Razulia, no one is allowed on it at the moment. Rumor has it that the depraved group of bandits known as Eidolon has a hideout somewhere along the trail, and thus people who set foot on it are likely to have their valuables stolen, if not their lives. There you go. Unfortunately, they did not update that, I guess, but I'm sure now people don't have to worry about the footpath being as dangerous, although I don't think the bandits were the scary part of this location. I think the scary part of the location is all the dinosaurs that cast Soniturgy at you, because they're crazy powerful. I'm just going to double check and make sure I don't have anything else I can learn battle skills wise. Nope. Alright, fair enough. Hopefully, when we get Fiore back in the party, we'll be able to use her abilities and all that. Oh boy. Gotta watch out for the Soniturgy. Oh man. Okay, let's switch over to the lizard guy here. Oh man. Come on. Armored lizard, get him. Yes. Spam the fireballs. In fact, I think after this I gotta check to see if I have the proper items equipped on Miki, because I'm just gonna make her spam out some of these abilities here. Or play a little bit of Miki for now, because we've been playing a lot of Fidel. And we'll also try out other characters as well, but let's go Soniturgy, healing on the lady here. Oh, I don't think that went off. What's her name again? Aurelia? And where are we headed? We're headed to the north, I believe. Fairly certain that's where we're going. I'm pretty sure we're going to be okay if we keep going this way. It won't just be the wrong way. Wouldn't that just be the greatest? At least I'll be able to show off a little bit of Relia, or not Relia, Miki. I was gonna say Miki, and I'm like, wait, what characters are which now? My brain. There's too many characters already. It's so hard to keep track. She does pretty decent damage though, from what I can tell. Also forgot to go to my inventory again. I'm very good about doing that. I'm like, oh hey, we should probably go to my inventory. Oh, she's dead. Alright, hold on. Items. I cannot raise dead, unfortunately. Also seems like there's a... Yep. Whoops. There's a thing on the ground. Let's go items and revive. A poor little girl. There we go. Now we switch over to Soniturge. Healing. Yeah, get that going on. I'm very much like a support / damage dealer class going on right now. I'm pretty happy that's how Miki controls, because otherwise, if she's just a healer, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of playing just healers, although I know a lot of people are. They love healers, man. I like something that can do sort of some damage and also heal at the same time. Become like the ultimate support and stuff like that. So this is actually a pretty reasonable class so far.
Could have been worse, I guess.
Basically, I just want to play a red mage. That's what I'm trying to say. I used to main red mage back in Final Fantasy XI, which I would love to play again, actually. I started up a playthrough of that a long time ago on this channel, and not sure about the interest of the game still, but I've only heard good things about that. Oh yeah, keep forgetting. I'm trying to control Miki there, and then of course, I'm like, oh wait, I have to hit the attack button, of course. I keep forgetting to go to my inventory. One day I'll remember. I'm assuming because I'm at long range, I'm doing a little bit more damage. Let's go actually into short range. I'm not sure which is more powerful. There's about 200 something damage there. You hold down the button again. It's about the same either way, so her magic doesn't seem to really change depending on like how far away she is from someone. Let's go back to skills and, or rather rolls, excuse me, learn rolls. I'll start leveling up her. Oh, she has Savior, Healer. Savior, power all energy into life-saving measures. That's pretty cool. Let's do some of that. Yeah, there you go. Got a little bit of Savior. Set rolls. Help her out with this. Savior. Of course, Aurelia has Plant Slayer, but she doesn't really have anything else. I could probably give her something like a healing ability, but for now, I'm not too worried. But yeah, now that we're in our inventory, I can remember to do this. So she has Obscure Accessory. Wait, when did she get these? Strange curse has been cast on this accessory, rendering it unable to be used by anyone. What? Oh, are these the starting items that you get from the DLC and are no longer useful? I never expected that to happen. Wow, interesting. That is very crazy. What do we got here then? Max MP plus 3%. Huh. That is weird. I've never seen something like that before. Okay. So apparently all the DLC items have been disabled. I don't know why that is. I'm going to assume that they just didn't want you to have those items anymore, and it's supposed to just help you out early on in the game. I can't quite tell you though. Let me just go to items here. Actually, I'm gonna go. Can I tell her to do stuff? I can tell Fidel to do stuff. Here, feed me a blackberry, Fidel, please. I have to switch over back to her though. Thank you, Fidel. We gotta go buy some items then, basically, is what the game's telling me. I can't pay to win this game, damn it. Yeah, I think what's happening here is that the armored lizard's in the way. I want to focus the lizards anyway, so let's just keep spamming them with this fireball. I think that's all I have, though. I just has firebolts. I might as well just do the heavy attacks. I can't really see why I'd want to do the light attacks with the firebolt. Unless the DPS is higher, actually, we should probably test that out. Maybe we should test this theory. It's always important. Whoosh. That's 200 damage, and this is going to be... Oh, that's like, yeah, 100 damage per hit. It's a pretty big increase in damage. Also, not only that, but heavy attacks, I believe, also break guards. That's also pretty great. Oddly enough, though, oh, right, because Fidel has Scavenger, he's not going to attack. I totally forgot that's how that works. Yeah, whoops. I totally forgot. My logic is insane. Yes, it all makes sense now. Okay, set rolls. Yeah, Scavenger. Wow, okay. That's really funny. Let me just go to learn roles and maybe level up her Savior for a moment. Or maybe even Invoker would be a good choice. Yeah, let's do Invoker. There we go. Look at that. Black magery going on. But yeah, set rolls. That's really funny. Scavenger. What can we replace Scavenger with? I guess for now, let's switch back maybe to Fidel. Yeah, let's just switch back to Fidel as our main player. I would love to master that ability. But it's cool that we can switch characters and stuff like that. Unfortunately, Scavenger is probably not the greatest choice in the world for what I picked. I want that extra money because it's going to help us out when it comes to buying stuff at stores and all that. Got some dragon scales there, as well as fresh vegetables, lemon, and tasty mushrooms. Yum, 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 yum. I will take it. And we are right at the exit. Perfect. Let's go ahead and save, and I think right there will be perfect for us to wrap up this episode. So thank you so much for watching. I'll be back in the next episode, so have a wonderful day, and take it easy, guys.